You're listening to the Culture Clash.
Hello, Clashers, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Culture Clash. Happy Friday, the very first weekend of April. April Fool's Day 2 days ago, but I hope you're having a really, really good April, and I hope that this weekend is starting off really amazing. I have a lot of things to talk to you about, pop culture. Lots of things have happened, but you know, the most important thing really is the people that I bring to you, the co-hosts that are here to chat with me about their personal interest and what they love and what they don't. Obviously, we're going to be asking them about their pop diva and everything that they have to say about pop culture. So let's get into it. For the very first time, I have someone who we have been chatting about for quite some time. And finally, we get to have him on the show. So please help me welcome Alex Yeazel. Hi.
How are you doing today?
Did I say your name correct?
You did not, but that's okay. It's been a lifelong struggle for me.
Well, tell me about it. You know, like at the coffee shop, I'm like, just write whatever. So why don't you tell the Clasher your full name that I disrespectfully mispronounced?
My name is Alexander Yeazel. My pronouns are he, him.
There you go. Well, thank you, Alex. And you are from Cincinnati, right?
Yes, I was born in Tennessee, but I've been living in Cincinnati since I was like 5. Went away for a little bit to college, and then after graduation, came back, got a job here, and I stayed.
Wow, I did not know that you were born in the South.
I was, yes.
Yeah, and you moved here when you were 5.
Something like that, yeah. Very, very vague, faint memories for the move.
Fair enough. What part of Cincinnati did you grow up in?
So I lived in both Hartwell and then Finneytown, where my parents still are.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really amazing. What high school did you go to? That's like...
So that's a classic question. I was homeschooled all 12 years. So I have never spent a day in real school, quote unquote, except for college.
So you're like the Katie Heron of Cincinnati.
Something like that, yeah. Except just Cincinnati. So
just Cincinnati. That's really interesting. I don't know if I've ever met someone who was like fully homeschooled.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience. I don't really have anything to compare it to. I mean, it got me to where I'm at today, so I guess that's good. But yeah, no, it was fine.
I would have never guessed that your social skills are on point. So
Thank you. Little backhand there.
No, listen,
No,
I mean,
it was funny in college. I would tell my friends that I met there, and I went to private Christian college. So like we had all sorts of different rules, different like restrictions on what we could and could not do, like very religious. And I got told that you were homeschooled, but you're so edgy. Yeah, so sorry, Grace College. I'm so edgy.
You know, they say homeschool jungle freaks.
Exactly. Emphasis on the freak.
Hey. Wait, I am like so intrigued about your homeschooling. So like, have you ever had a spicy chicken sandwich from a public school?
No. What do you
pizza bowl?
They season your food at public school?
Oh, no.
Because here's the thing. Okay, if for those who know me, I put a lot of hate on my parents for good reason. But the one thing they did do well is they taught me to season my food. So it was really funny. I hosted a Super Bowl party one time, and I was going to like do tacos and like all that sort of thing. And it was a bunch of friends that I'd first met when I moved downtown. And one of my friends, he brought a taco seasoning packet because he wasn't convinced that I would season the food well enough.
You know,
and he did not use it. He did not need to use it.
You know what? Going to white people's food, you just can't.
And honestly, I don't blame him. So
A little hot sauce, you know, whatever.
Correct.
Something works. Really interesting story. I moved here when I was 12, and my mom, this is really embarrassing, but when we would go out to like a fast food joint, like McDonald's or Burger King, she would always bring like a chili pepper in her purse. So, because she was like, I
Life
can't
hack.
taste it. So, yeah.
That's so fair.
That's amazing. I have so many questions about homeschool. But we would not focus on
Okay,
that.
sounds good.
I just want to know everything. But I'll talk
It'll
to you
probably
privately.
feed back into our conversations later. So we'll circle back.
I might just bully you, and every time that I'm like, you're being a homeschool.
Nothing my little sisters haven't done already.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, someone talk about little brothers. Someone who I
Yes.
really, really love, and I'm so excited to have on the show. He has such an amazing path. He's been going through so many great events, and I really want us to ask him everything that's been going on in his life. I just met him not long ago, and I am obsessed. Behind the Blue Motiar bar, please help me welcome Nick Amar.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much again for inviting me.
Thank you. Your people finally schedule you, and we are
I know.
so happy to have you here.
Thank you, because you were actually on. I had a radio show last year, so
Yes.
you and Liam were so kind to come on and just kind of chat about your experience, especially like in the entertainment industry, radio industry. So that was really inspiring. So I'm honored to be here today.
Absolutely. And you said that you had a radio show. Let me talk to you
Yes.
about this little radio show because it's a full 360 moment. I was not accepted by UC DAP program for fashion design. Boo.
Oh, no.
But then 15 years later, Nick gave me the opportunity to come back to UC and do a whole radio show. So, hey, UC, how you doing?
Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
But that was so fun. It was called From Cincy to Stardom. Like, kind of my goal with my career and everything is just to kind of highlight talent in Cincinnati. There's so many amazing musicians, entertainment professionals, etc. So that's kind of my expertise and kind of what I want to do, help empower them. So yeah, even though I'm moving to New York this summer for an internship, but yeah.
Well, and speaking from Cincy to Stardom, you really have just been all over the U.S.
Thank you.
working with some of the greatest and going to events that half of us simply just dream about.
Oh my
so
gosh.
I can't wait to talk to you about all of your experiences that you have had.
+1 to the Grammys is Luis.
Oh,
next year.
Rust.
Yup.
I will be
And
there.
Alex.
+2.
Let's make it +2.
It's gonna be a clown car.
Oh my
We're
God.
Showing up like Mexicans. Okay, we
Oh
are
my
packing that car up.
Exactly.
There's gonna be 12 of us in a tiny little
my gosh.
car. I'm so excited to talk to you about the Grammys. You were just there this year.
Absolutely, yes.
You got to see some amazing celebrities, right?
Yes, yeah, Lady Gaga. Even though we stayed on the red carpet till 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. to see all the celebrities as they arrived. Lady Gaga was the last at 6 p.m. But it was just really exciting overall. Just
A queen is never early. She's always on time.
exactly, Queen.
never-
Well, but yeah,
I don't care. I will sit on that red carpet. No food,
Exactly.
no bathroom breaks, no water
No
to
breaks.
see Mother.
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which, happy birthday to Mother Monster. She just
Yes.
40 years
Happy birthday, Gaga. We love you.
We absolutely adore you. You are Mother, and we are just so happy to celebrate you.
Exactly.
I know that Mayhem's still going on, and I think that there is still like 6 days left. If anybody has some extra money, any extra time, you can still see Lady Gaga. I unfortunately don't think I'll be making it this year, which I'm really, really sad, but there will always be a next time.
Yeah,
There
the
will
funds are tight this year, but I got to see Zara Larson recently, so that was worth it. She might be my pop diva now. I don't know if we're gonna get into that in a second,
We'll
but
get there.
okay,
We'll
I'll
get
wait
there.
then.
Yeah. Sarah Larson is having a moment
Oh, truly.
Yes,
Like,
Midnight Sun.
in the whole viral dance that it's happening. Like, she is truly having a moment. She's getting out of the Key Asylum.
Truly.
Oh, the Key Asylum. BB Rexa is next, by the way, to get out.
Can someone explain to the clasher what the Key Asylum is? Some of the clashers are a little bit on my age side.
Yes.
On my side, and they don't know what the Key Asylum is. So, Nick, why
Yeah.
don't you educate us on what the Key Asylum
Okay.
is?
So the Kia Asylum is basically. So actually, let's backtrack. So Kia, or her name's pronounced Kaya, actually. She was a rapper that My Neck, My Back song from so long ago. But basically, people call it a Kia now. Like basically, when an artist is, I guess, like underperforming like their flop era or flop album, they kind of title them in the Kia Asylum. It's like they're locked away in this like jail cell basically until they get another big hit and kind of reach kind of this place that in pop culture, I guess a different next level. Because like Zara Larson, she's really honed in her brand, for example, and her fan base is really stuck with that. So that's kind of how she escaped. So yeah.
So, if you want to escape the Key Asylum, all you have to do is give us a good album, a good single that goes to Katy Perry, who has been there locked up for a decade. Somebody let her out.
No chance of parole right now.
No chance. She is locked up for life.
Band-Aids was a good attempt, but denied.
Deny. And she even tried dating, what's his name from Canada?
Aren't they still together? Justin Trudeau?
I don't know. They're still together, but she's still in the Key Asylum.
You know what? I think she keeps doing this like dance pop sort of thing, but I kind of feel like she should go back to her roots even before One of the Boys. Like she used to do like kind of like acoustic sort of style, maybe like soft rock. I think that's kind of what the fans want to see her do. Kind of like her Madonna Ray of Light moment, kind of to strip back, I would say.
Well, not to talk negatively about Katie, as I always do, but I think that that's the reason why Katie is in the Key Asylum, because she's trying to like fit into everything, but she doesn't really like have like a personality, and it's just like, girl, what are you doing? You're just throwing pasta to the wall and nothing's sticking, girl.
I
Nothing.
know.
But that's enough for Katie. I hope she's having a good time in the Key Asylum. Yeah. All right. Well, are you guys ready to get into hot topics?
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Before we get into hot topics, you know I want to ask you a question that every single clasher at home watching wants to know about you. And that is, who is your number one pop diva? Let's start with you, Alex.
Okay. Taylor Swift, for sure, hands down. She's been my number one artist the past several years. No one does it like her. She's only in competition with herself at this point. Not backups, but like close behind Kesha. I love Kesha. I've seen her in concert 3 times. Her journey to becoming an independent artist is amazing. Her last album, Period, was so good. But yeah, I have to say those 2 for sure.
I am in love with those 2 answers. One, because believe it or not, this is the very first time in the history of the Culture Clash that somebody has said that Taylor Swift is their number 1.
Really? Okay.
And I have said here, I have listened to everyone trash my girl. I want to jump them, and they won't let me. And I'm like, thank you as a Swiftie, from one fan to a Swiftie.
Of course.
Thank you for bringing Taylor Swift up. And
Anytime. Listen, I don't even have to. She's always on everyone's mouth and on everyone's tip of everyone's tongue. Whether you love her or hate her, everyone's always talking about her.
Absolutely. So. What is your favorite era of Taylor Swift?
Oh God, Midnights. I love Midnights. Like I already knew Taylor Swift going into Midnights, and I like really enjoyed Folklore. The re-recordings with Fearless and Taylor's version, but Midnights, that release is what really like threw her into my number 1 spot. Lavender Haze is like my favorite song by her. That entire album, Dear Reader, is so good. Hits different. You're Losing Me. Just so many good deep cuts, good visuals. Amazing.
You really are a fan.
I love Taylor Swift.
Did you consider yourself a Swiftie before Midnights?
No, I wouldn't have.
A big fan.
Yes, correct.
Fair enough.
So.
Okay. That was for me for Reputation.
Okay,
I consider myself a big fan of her. And then when Reputation came out, I was like, yes, bitch, you are a pop star. And she was just such a good villain. I love when a girl leans in and she's like, you want to see a bad bitch? I'll give it to you. And that era with Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, it was chef kiss. Nothing will be replicated.
No, truly. And everyone keeps trying and they never do.
No. And I know that it was probably the worst time in her life. And I'm sorry for that, Taylor. But as a pop culture fanatic, it was the best. All right, now let's move over to Nick. I know that you have a good pop diva. Who is your number 1 pop diva, Nick?
Okay, so if you would have asked me this last year, I would have said, because since I was like really young, Nicki Minaj was one of my favorites. But it is, I will say,
up until recently, it was okay to say. Up until recently, that would have been acceptable.
Yeah. I would say, now Taylor Swift is one of my favorites. And also, actually, I've been getting really into Madonna lately.
Yes.
I never got into like her albums, but like every single album is amazing. She's my home screen right now, the Ray of Light album. I really love that. But I mean, I know I'm saying multiple pop divas just because Nicki, I'm trying to find who it is. I'm in a transition period with that. But now I would say, I love Madison Beer. I don't know if you all are familiar with her work, but she's been someone that since I was like in high school, I was listening to her kind of start up, and I really like watching an artist, from their first single to now and just kind of seeing that growth. So I love like Zara Larsson, Tate McRae, all of those kind of like newer generation pop girls that are still having like a really vibrant personality. Even Addison Rae is doing something like that. So yeah.
Is this like my favorite episode?
Oh my gosh. Do you love all of them?
Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Yes.
I mean, you guys just mentioned, I do love Nicki. But I mean, you guys, everyone at home knows that Madonna is like mother. And
I think something that speaks to Madonna, so like being homeschooled, I said this come back, like I didn't know a lot of pop culture. So growing up, I knew You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift. That was it. I knew Single Ladies by Beyonce. That was it. But I knew who Madonna was. I knew what she looked like. I knew references to her, like that, like her presence in pop culture, like even like gets itself into the homeschool jungle freak,
Yeah.
So.
And she has just been someone that has stood up for gay rights.
Correct.
Before it was the cool thing to do. Someone who really like just went up against the world and said, it's me with the gays against the world and let's go.
Yes.
And that is something that, not to even criticize anyone who is jumping on the bandwagon of supporting us, because we will always take in an ally. But Madonna has been someone who has been vocal about gay rights, about our community, and for that I just have to thank her.
Exactly.
So.
Like you can pull up almost any interview of her and she'll at some point mention the gay community, and I just admire her a lot for that. Also, she's releasing an album soon. That's why I think it's so appropriate that we're talking about her, because I even heard that she might be recording a music video with Sabrina Carpenter from Twitter. I heard. So reliable.
Then it has to be real. It has
more reliable than the White House.
You know what? You heard it here first on the Culture Clash. So
yes. And I heard that it's Confessions on the Dance Floor.
one of her best
2.0.
albums. Yep.
The best. I do love Ray of Light though.
Oh, yeah.
You just brought that up. And fun fact about Ray of Light, that is when her voice sounded the best in any album that you have ever heard from Madonna. And the reason was because she was auditioning for Evita and they wouldn't give her the role. And Madonna said, I will fucking take this role one way or another. So she took so many vocal lessons to get this role. I know it was very controversial. One of my favorite movies. If you have never seen Evita Perón with Madonna, so good.
Gosh, I need to educate myself. I've been trying to lately. Hence why I listen to Madonna, Janet Jackson, all these artists.
I think that movie and League of Her Own are the only movies with Madonna worth watching. And this comes from a huge fan, but those are the only two movies worth watching.
Yeah.
Yes. Someone is just gagged that they
I have to tap in.
Yes, it's amazing. Rosie O'Donnell is in it. Talks about like baseball players back in the 1940s.
I might have seen it actually because in grade school they showed us something.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. So I definitely recommend you guys watching it. All right, well now let's really get into hot topics. But before we do that, I want to give a big shout out to Bakersfield and OTR Cincinnati for providing food for us and sponsoring today's episode. Thank you so much for supporting this raggedy show and for feeding my guests.
Yay. Thank you so much, Bakersfield.
Thank you, Bakersfield.
Next time, send us margaritas, girl.
Pretty please. I love the pineapple one.
Oh, I love their margaritas. They are so strong. I love their spicy one.
Oh, yes.
Oh, maybe we got a happy hour after this. But all right, let's get into hot topics. And the very first hot topic that I have is Ariana Grande, because is she teasing a new album?
Yes, and we're ready.
Yes, we are. Well, Ariana Grande is Ariana Grande teasing her 8th studio album. Over the weekend, to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of her Eternal Sunshine, Grande uploaded a mysterious message to her fan hotline. Wait, should we call her instead of me reading it? Let's call the hotline. I have it on speed dial.
Of course.
Let's see if it works, okay? Let's see if it works. Wait, hold on, because I think this is a spam call. So let me make sure that this is right. Okay. Oh, wait, I have it on airplane mode. See? I'm a good guess. All right, let's see.
Hello, and thank you for calling the Brighter Days Ahead hotline. We just wanted to say thank you all so much to all of our loyal customers for making this last year together something we'll never want to forget. Our staff here at Brighter Days are so looking forward to continuing our mission of bringing happiness and healing to as many as we can this summer in person. We're counting down the days. We'll see you this summer, and remember, there are always brighter days ahead.
Okay, so that was the message, and I want to point something out. First of all, it sounded like a rehab center. But if she right? I don't know. When she answered the phone, it sounded like a rehab center. Brighter days ahead. I'll check in. But okay, so one of the things that she says, okay, let me find it, where she says, we just want to say thank you all so much for blah, 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 blah. Okay, here it is where it says, we are counting down the 8s, not the days, the 8s as a number. Oops, I mean the days. So that means she will be coming out with her 8th studio album right before the tour. Do you guys think this is a possibility?
100%. And I think even more so is the oops. Is there going to be a Britney feature?
Oh, you caught that.
Oh, wait. We're all gagged.
I'm just saying. Oops.
Oops.
Would Britney return to music, though? Would she?
For the right person, she would. Britney loves music.
And if anyone could help her navigate the delicate situation, it's Ariana.
Yes. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but I don't know.
Could Britney Spears become the new best friend now that Cynthia is out of the picture?
I don't think Cynthia will
What
ever be out of the
happened?
picture.
No, Cynthia's
Well,
out of the
like
picture. Yeah, she's out of
Wait.
the picture. You haven't heard about this?
No,
we
wait.
talked about it last week. Allegedly, she won't respond to her text messages, her phone calls.
And we know this how?
I was there with her the other day.
Oh, okay.
There were
Thank you,
people
thank you,
in
thank
the
you, thank you.
I also saw it on Twitter.
Oh, Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me sad. I loved my cheating lesbian couple.
Yes. They were definitely having a cheating, a lesbian relationship. But Ariana, like Toy Story, she dropped that toy and moved on. And maybe Britney Spears will be the next toy. That would be iconic.
I love Britney. This is embarrassing, but I just listened to the In the Zone album for the first time 2 weeks ago. in full. And I had an awakening to Britney Spears. So I listened to every single one of her albums, and now I'm in love. I'm educated.
In the Zone with Madonna, that music
Oh,
video.
yeah.
Oh, so good.
Shout out
so
Madonna
good.
again.
Yeah. But I think that Ariana, the possibilities of her dropping a new album and fully being back in music, because she did not get the role as Audrey Hepburn, as we were all expecting it to be. And she did not get an Oscar. So she probably said, fuck movies. I'm going back to where my fans really love me and they appreciate me.
For sure.
So I think, and I hope that this tour becomes bigger, because we've had some guests who have tried to get tickets and they just can't get tickets. So drop some new dates, girl. We are ready to max out our credit card on you. Let's go.
I know. I feel like I have some hesitation that she might not release an album before. I don't remember the last time like an artist released like 2 albums back to back before a tour that's themed for that album, you know, like Brighter Days.
But let's not remember Ariana in like the teen. Like that girl was dropping albums every other week.
Thank You Next and Sweetener, those were back to back.
Yeah, they're like sisters, you know, like so.
She could also pull a Taylor Swift and release an album while on tour and then work it into her tour.
Well, Taylor is a mastermind. She has told us that. Can you believe she took a break for a month from the Eras tour, dropped an album, and said, okay, let's go back.
Right, truly. And had a full production of that new album that had just come out.
Yeah.
I actually liked Life of a Showgirl album, and everyone hates on it.
I don't hate it. It's not my favorite, but I don't hate it. I just had different expectations for the album.
I think everyone wanted Wildest Dreams 2.0, and it wasn't that, but it's still like one of the best-selling pop albums of the decade, best-selling pop album of 2025, probably 2026, if we're being honest.
For sure.
So.
And the girls who still hate on her, it's like her music is still number one. And even if we don't like the album, like the girl is still number one. So she is definitely a mastermind.
What is it? They keep hating, but still watching. Like they're still
Right.
watching.
Yeah. So I don't know. I hope Ariana drops a new album. I do like her latest album, which was Eternal Sunshine.
Yes.
But I would like something a little more poppy for the tour.
I could see that for sure.
She needs her Ray of Light album era.
Yeah, she definitely does. But she is a solidified pop star, whatever she does. And she's now taken serious in Hollywood as well. With or without the Oscar, she is now an actress. Because let's not forget that Ariana started as an actress.
Yes.
Did you guys ever watch Scream Queens when she was on?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, so when Scream Queens came on, it was like around 2015, 2016, right? It was the singing time of Ariana Grande.
Okay.
And I remember that I watched Scream Queens and I was like, God, girl, you're an awful actress. And then like something went off on my brain. I'm like, wait, you started as an actress. You're not a bad actress. Then I realized the show was like super camp.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, so like Wicked really like told us like, no, bitch, I'm an actress. Let's not forget that.
Absolutely. You know, everyone knows that iconic scene of her in Scream Queens of like, you know, I'm not going to spoil it, but everyone knows it, the killing and whatever. Alex got that.
She was only on like a few episodes.
Yeah, and then she like comes back for a little bit, but it was like a great guest feature. Like she ate up that role.
And that show was, it's like, it's not on anymore.
It got canceled after season 2, and we need season 3, 4, 5, 6.
Everything.
Onwards and upwards.
Yep. The guests are over here clapping. Clap if you agree. There you go. So bring back Scream Queens. Ryan Murphy. Leah Michelle. Chanel No. 1. Emma Roberts.
Emma Roberts.
Yes,
And then
Billy Ward.
and then what's the one that always got called ugly but is actually smoking hot? Fuck, I forget her name. But she's really cool too.
Yeah, well,
I want her back too. You know who you are.
We absolutely love Scream Queens. And if Ryan Murphy is watching, because I know he is, bring her back. Wait, what was the name? Okay, well, I just heard from the Bureau that they might be reuniting for American Horror Story. So, and Ariana will be on too. So
ready.
we're excited to watch it.
Absolutely.
And it'll be in October, Halloween season.
Absolutely.
The fall. But you know what? Let's not jump ahead. Summer is upon us. And
Future episodes.
yes, future episodes. We'll talk about Halloween later on in life. All right. Well, now, this is a really funny story. And I know that you guys are going to be even pissed that I brought this up, but I want to talk about it. Because Christy Gnomes breaks her silence on claim that her husband was cross-dressing and is wearing fake boobs. Former Department of Homeland Security Secretary Christy Gnome is speaking out over the allegations of her husband. Brian Gnome is a cross-dresser who takes selfie wearing oversized boobs. Did you hear that, girl? Is a cross-dresser who takes selfies wearing oversized fake boobs. Christy Camps responded to a salacious story published Tuesday by the Daily Mail, telling the New York Post that she is devastated and blindsided. Right. According to the Daily Mail, Brian snapped photos of himself wearing oversized fake breasts and chatted with adult performers from the bimbofication fetish scene about their massively augmented boobs. Okay, first of all, notice how we're not kink shame. Sir, whatever it is that you are doing on your private life, I don't care. If it is on your time, on your own time, everyone is 18 and everyone is in compliance. I don't care what you do on your private time. The reason why I brought this up is because Christy has had a lot of nerve to bring up our life and politicize it when we don't want that. So, once again, we do not kink shame here. We are not talking about the husband. We are talking about the reaction of Christy Gnome. Now, with that being said, in the words of Wendy Williams, clap if you care.
Oh.
All right. Well, then let's move on. Let's move on to the next story because the security guard at the center of chaperone controversy is speaking out. I know you guys are excited, right?
Because I love Chapel, actually. Oh,
Do you?
yes.
Yes, 100%.
We can get into it.
We love her. Okay. Well, let me tell you about what is happening in the whole latest thing with Chaperone. Chaperone, who won a Grammy Award for Best New Artist in 2025, has found herself the subject of intense online backlash after an encounter with a security guard at a hotel left a little girl in tears and her parents fuming. Now the security guard at the center of the incident, Pascal Devier, is speaking out on what really happened. The security guard is taking full responsibility for the incident in a statement shared on his Instagram page. I do not normally address online rumors, but the accusations currently circulating are false and constitute defamation, he wrote. I take full responsibility for the interaction on March 21st. I was at the hotel on behalf of another individual, and I was not a part of the personal security team for Chaperone. He went on. The actions I took were not on behalf of Chaperone, her personal security team, her management, or any other individuals. So, to basically let you girls know, the security is saying that Chaperone's team or herself had nothing to do with the way he acted. Are we buying?
I didn't need a man to tell me that. I already knew it.
Oh.
And even if he did work for her, I don't care. I'm so sorry. There's been so much backlash for this. And why did this football star? Because the whole thing is it's a footballer from, I don't remember which country, but like a soccer player whose daughter wanted a photo or was running around the hotel lobby. And I'm so sorry. This soccer player needs to speak out about how rude Chaperone was when Chaperone wasn't even the one who did it. And yet there's how many abusive men in the soccer leagues, football leagues, the NFL, the NBA who are beating women, who are raping women, who are doing all sorts of horrible things across this country. And we're going to be mad at a lesbian for what? Enforcing boundaries? She didn't even do that in this case.
Oh. I think that was a firework, a gunshot, but someone agreed.
It was Chapel Road.
Yes.
No, but like on a serious note, like I think the frenzy against Chapel Roan about this, whether the guy worked for her, whether Chapel sent the guy after, like the kid and his family, whatever the case may be, I think that the media frenzy and the Twitter frenzy, it just goes to show how quickly people are wanting to hate on successful women, especially successful women who set boundaries, who aren't necessarily fitting into the like heteronormative like worldview. And we've also seen the way like paparazzi treats women, the way they treated Taylor during the Reputation era before that, the way they treated Britney Spears when she was under her conservatorship, the way they treated Princess Diana way back when. So I just think that misogyny bleeds through the cracks of everything, and I was never going to hate Chaperone, even if she was fully intentionally responsible. Like, get that girl, which I don't care. Let the lesbian be evil, and she's not even evil. But if she was, I wouldn't care.
That is a really good point. I'm going to say my point because I want to get your take on it next.
Yeah, sorry, Nick. I've been talking a lot about this.
I was just about to
No,
say.
I have a big take on it. So I want both of you guys' take so that
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Sabrina Carpenter, shout out. But I feel like you covered everything that needed to be covered. But I'm just gonna say, like, normally she already has so much bad press about herself, Chapel. So first of all, why would she, do something like this? Second of all, I'm normally like when something like this comes up, like I'm try to lean on the artist side, just especially from my experience, kind of like working with like smaller artists in Cincinnati and also kind of interning at record labels. I feel like just kind of like listening to their story before listening to kind of the masses on Twitter. I always wait to kind of hear, especially because the same sort of thing happened with Doja Cat, where everyone's like, she hates her fans, all this stuff, when in reality that was just like not the case. So yeah, that's how I feel about this.
Okay, I do love both of your points, and I actually like agree with your points. I think that if it was a man being rude to a paparazzi or simply a fan, like we would turn a blind eye. And
An NFL player beating their girlfriend.
right, exactly. Or the president of the United States doing shit, and
Correct.
we still
Yes.
here we are, right? But I do have to say that the thing is, the security guard is saying that it had nothing to do with Chaperone's team and that it was just like he was working for another individual. If you're working for the hotel and you are acting like this, it is clear that somebody has given you instructions about what is going on.
Well, how often in society do we see men be given a position of power and then they act with extra air of authority than what they are necessarily given?
That is true, but
It all goes back to misogyny bleeds to the cracks of everything.
for sure. But at the end of the day, it's like when you are a pop star, and look at Lizzo. Where is Lizzo? All it took was one opportunity for the fandom to take down Lizzo. And we got it. We got the opportunity. And where is Lizzo? She's in the Key Asylum. And this is not the first time.
I'm sad about that.
She is in the Key Asylum getting a vegan diet. She's good. She's good. Playing her flute,
I didn't know she was vegan.
She is. She was.
I don't know
Do you
the
guys-
ins and outs of her diets. I do love Lizzo, but I don't know the ins and outs.
And she's lost a lot of weight. She still looked beautiful, big, small, medium, whatever.
Yeah.
Speaking of, do you guys remember that video of her jumping in the back of a golf cart with Cardi B in the front?
Yes.
Wait, no. What?
And the golf cart just started tilting back, and someone just screams, "You too big!"
No.
I jump off of it.
It's iconic though.
Iconic. But with Chaperone, it's like, girl, you have been in hot water and I just feel like this is her being like a reaction to what is happening. And now, like, of course, her PR team is trying to save it. But it's like, you have been under hot water for yelling at paparazzi, and I'm all for it.
Okay, but define hot water.
So we have seen her on
Correct the paparazzi
Correct.
for being disrespectful. You need to smile more.
for sure. However, when you are at the hands of a paparazzi, you know that at the end of the day, they are the ones publishing the story. So they have been publishing the story, and her PR has not been good, right? Like that she's not nice, that she's not this, that she's not that. If someone said that about Lady Gaga, we would just be like, we are not even listening to that. But the thing about it is like the cameras are rolling, and I'm not saying that you have to be nice to paparazzi, but every single move counts when you are under a microscope. And I just feel like Chapo has been for like ever since she started a career, people saying like she's not very pleasant, that she won't say hi, and all of these people are like coming up.
None of the drag artists that she's worked with have said that.
Well, that's true.
So
You know what? I'll comment on this. I feel like maybe for Chapel, especially a lot of artists, there are like mental health struggles, especially with fame, having cameras all over
Oh,
you.
for sure.
And I think maybe sometimes for her, like, she may get upset at paparazzi and all these things because just it takes so much a toll on her, and she can only take so much maybe. So I don't know. I sympathize in that way.
And
but
I'm all for it. I'm all about boundaries. And especially, I said it last week, like we treat celebrities like it's a zoo, right? And we expect celebrities to always be in such a good mood about like this and that. And you always like expect them to be the person that they present on television, right? But I think as a chaperone, it's like, girl, if you're not in the mood to see any kids, which I get it, I would have sent security to ask them to stop that kid from running around, right? But I just asked them for a private room. I know she's chaperone, and she can get one little private room where no one would bother her. In fact, they can call and be like, hey, can you close down the restaurant from 9 to 10? Chaperone is going to be coming down for lunch. And they absolutely will.
Yeah, that would
But
be
when you
nice.
put in, like, you know it's always going to come back to you. Not your team, not the security. It's always going to come back on you.
But again, like the guy didn't work for her. So again, I just don't feel like this is on her in any way. There's also reports of other celebrities that were at this hotel who had this child of this soccer player. It was trying to go around and get celebrity photos. And it sounds a case of me like, you know, rich family, rich kid wanted photos and didn't get their way. And so then dad saw a chance to, you know, get a moment of fame.
Because the story that we read was that the child didn't even like approach her to say hi or anything. She was just like, came up, looked at her, and walked away. That's the story that we heard.
Right. And then the security guard that didn't work for Chaperone stepped in and has said that his behavior was out of line. I still just don't see that this being connected to Chaperone in any way, especially if there's reports of this child harassing other celebrities, not in the way that like they interacted with Chaperone, but you know, so there's reports of everything. But at the end of the day, I just don't think it matters if Chapel was involved, but it sounds like she wasn't involved. So
I think that at the end of the day, it all comes down to your upper management. And if I am telling you that if I was a celebrity and I was as big as Chaperone, I would close down the restaurant so that there are no children running around when I'm having lunch. And I would probably be just as big of a bitch as, you know, like I probably would. And I probably would tell my team like, hey, listen, I don't want any children when I'm having lunch. Okay. And then at the end of the day, if I'm having lunch and there's a child, I'm not going to go up and yell at the mom. I'll probably look at my manager. My manager will probably go look at the hotel management, and the management will be like, so I don't know. I'm not on Chaperone's side, nor am I on the other side. I just think that Chaperone has been getting a lot of publicity for not being too pleasant, too paparazzi, and now it's really hard to put the two aside of like, oh, this was an incident with the paparazzi and this is an incident with the fan. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you.
but it wasn't an incident with Chaperone and a fan. It was an incident with a security guard at a hotel and a child.
I will
And then the
say
dad
that
blamed
the
Chaperone.
memes
Sorry, Nick, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I will say that
Oh
the
my God.
memes that came out of this were very funny, and
It's
that's
like
what I'll remember from this.
Kicking
whole
a challenge to a
situation.
volcano, Chaperone.
I'm like the Samantha Jones when she's at the restaurant and the kids are like on their phone, like, can I just live a life childless?
Yeah.
Like that's all I want. That's all I want.
Live your best life.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. And I hope that this doesn't kill Chaperone's career.
It absolutely won't.
Yeah, because like I said, it killed and a whole lot less things that Miss Lizzo went through, and they put her in the Kia asylum.
Yeah,
So
I have hopes that all these Kias will come back. You know,
like who?
well, Nikki one day maybe.
No,
No.
that's not coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole room.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. There comes to a certain point where
Yeah.
you can't going on press tours with white supremacists and people who have said who said their views can align with Nazis. You don't come back with that. So
I might listen. You guys might throw tomatoes at me, but I'm gonna say this
Never.
quietly: that if it comes down to Nicki Minaj or Melania Trump coming back to saying like I never meant this, I would believe Melania more than I would believe Nicki.
Oh my god.
That's how it is. Melania.
She lies too much. Nikki's just.
I wouldn't
Melania
believe
stays-
either.
Listen, I have this theory that Melania was nothing but a victim that found herself and being like, I can't get out of this, so it's better to just stay quiet and move on. Not that I'm saying it's that I agree with whatever she's doing, but the girl just wanted a Birkin bag, and the Birkin bag came with the White House.
Oh my gosh.
And
mean-
yeah.
I will say on the in a similar vein to like the Chaperone thing of like, I do feel like that kind of infantilizes women almost. Women in positions of power who are married to people in positions of power are still their own adults with their own beliefs and their own. Usha Vance, Melania Trump, Erica Kirk. These are all people who align themselves with these people who are doing these terrible, awful things and who are working on their own policies and projects behind the scenes, I don't think we should discredit women for being able to do genuinely, truly harmful things either.
Absolutely.
So
I totally 100% agree with that. The thing about Nicki Minaj is like, girl, you didn't have to do that. You had a loyal base fan.
but low key, she's always kind of been like this. I'm sorry, Nikki.
Yeah.
Okay, 2021, she was saying COVID vax will make your balls swell. She was tweeting in the 2010s about how it doesn't matter what she thinks about gay people, what the Bible says. So like, she's low key always been a bit of like a
Problematic.
two-timer. Unfortunately, I will say though, I was drunk in the club one time. It was a straight club, and Super Bass came on, and I found myself bopping to it before I was like, "Wait a second, wait, I can't be." It like brought me back. I was like, "Shoot, no, I can't do
Where's
this."
chaperone security? Stop.
Literally, get this DJ out.
Yes. No, yeah, it's really, I think Nikki was like a dagger because like, it's like you didn't have to do that. If you needed money, you could have asked us. You could have started a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
You know, like, but you went and aligned yourself with this presidency, and then you went and married this man that I'm just like,
Yeah.
it was absolutely a choice.
And again,
Yeah.
women are capable beings, capable of doing horrible things as well.
I have a little soft spot, honestly, for Melania, but we're not gonna get in between that because I know that most people do not, and that's okay. But I think there is a story about Melania that we would never be able to hear because at the end of the day,
You mean they didn't tell us the full story in the Amazon exclusive movie, Melania?
did anyone watch it?
No.
No. Okay, I haven't, but
No one else has
I didn't. I promise you. But I wonder if we can if I can watch it online because I kind of
What?
Tap in.
1, 2, 3 movies.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. My
I
Mexican.
won't judge you.
I really want to watch it just to see the mess.
I'll judge you.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it for you, girl.
Most importantly, Madonna will judge you.
Oh, Madonna. Wow.
And Gaga. You know, I always tell I have a friend who every time he says something really wrong, I'm like, Gaga's watching. Gaga would not be
She's
proud
the
of
mother
you.
of the gays, truly.
Gaga is.
I don't know if there's anyone else I mean, Madonna and Gaga, I think.
Is there some, obviously, like, Nicki Minaj was really hurtful that she turned on us. Is there a celebrity other than Lady Gaga that if she turned on us would hurt you just deeply?
Taylor. I feel like Alex
Yeah.
can attest to that.
Yeah.
But I don't think she ever would.
She's like been very consistent her entire career.
genuine.
I think
Wait, can I say something controversial about Taylor?
sure.
And this is someone who loves Taylor. But one thing that I have always noticed about Taylor is that she always kind of leans whoever it is that she's dating. Like she always becomes very much of that.
She balances the energy of that person
Yes.
in her albums.
So I'm just hoping that, Travis and that bro masculinity that she surrounds herself.
Actually, a lot of people don't know this. Travis and his immediate family are all very progressive. So, like when the COVID vaccines were coming out, Travis was doing this was before like him and Taylor started dating. He was doing commercials for the COVID vaccine and encouraging people to get their COVID vaccine. He and his brother Jason helped sponsor. It was someone for the Olympics. They paid the way for a black female athlete to go to the Olympics. His family has been very progressive when it comes to like LGBT issues. His sister-in-law, Jason Kelsey's wife, Kylie Kelsey, she brought Michelle Obama. Yes. Yeah, she brought Michelle Obama onto her podcast, and it's just been like amplifying like those voices that are on the like more liberal leaning side. So actually, the Kelsey family is pretty progressive.
Perfect. Then I take that back, and I do love the Kelseys.
Yeah.
I
Wait.
didn't know that. Any
Yeah.
of that stuff about the.
Well, so the reason I know is like I do occasionally watch football, so I knew of Travis Kelsey. I loved him hosting SNL a couple of years ago, and then just as someone who works in like the medical field and who started my career during COVID, like. So I was just kind of like aware of like the vaccines and that sort of thing. So that's just kind of the random facts that I know. And then he started dating Taylor. I was like, oh, cool. I don't know who this is.
Gorgeous. Well, we love to be informed, and I guess I was just stereotyping the football bros.
Oh, no, totally valid.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah. Well, that is Taylor Swift, and I'm sorry for stereotyping. And I love Taylor Swift. Wait, the Kelsey's brother. Would you do? Who would you rather?
Oh,
What are the two names?
Travis.
Travis and
Hello,
Jason.
but I love
Travis
both of
and
them.
Jason. Who would you rather?
Paris?
Oh, good answer. Bonjour.
Oui, Nikki.
No, Nick did not get it. Paris. Yeah. Have you ever been to Paris?
We'll tell you when you're older, Nick.
No.
And I don't mean no passport.
Wait, I thought it was about Paris Hilton.
Right.
Oh. Maybe I'm too innocent.
Next
for
question.
That.
Next question. Well, the next topic I wanted to talk to you guys was about Tiger Woods, but who gives a shit about Tiger Woods?
Again, men in sports.
Clap if you care.
Yeah, we don't care. So,
So
we're gonna.
if Chaperone got a DUI when Britney Spears got pulled over, blew below the legal limit,
Oh.
and everyone's like, "Oh, we need to throw her back in our conservatorship."
Wow.
Again, no one's saying that we need to put Tiger Woods under conservatorship. Men get away with everything.
Remember that I support women's rights and women's wrongs. So, speaking of women's wrongs, I don't know if this is, I don't even know who this girl is, but hey, girl, we're talking about you on Hot Topics. This Pussycat doll, Jessica Suda, says that she was left out of the reunion tour for being MAGA. I was a liability, she said. I aligned with Bobby Kennedy. Well, that was your first mistake, girl, which is aligned with MAGA, Suda said, adding, I was a liability and calling the reunion a cash grab. Suda shared that she previously didn't identify as political, but became so because her life depended on it.
Whoa.
Girl, you're dramatic. But no one really knew you, girl. We just noticed that there was a girl missing, but we didn't, like, what's her name? What's her name? Oh
Oh no.
Jessica. We did not think like, oh my God, Jessica's missing from the Pussycat Dolls.
So was it her choice to leave, or did they kick her?
No, they
out?
didn't call her back.
Oh.
So the three girls that are on the Pussycat Dolls, I guess they
Gee.
align with.
They lost her number.
Yeah. But I don't understand why these people are upset. They're all about choosing and picking who they want to work with and who allowed them to be in and out. So if the Pussycat Dolls, in fact, did not call her back for being a MAGA, then you're just getting a taste of your own medicine, girl. It's
I
okay.
still think they're gonna have a strong comeback with this next project because they have Nicole. Is that her name?
Right.
Nicole.
You mean they or she? Because the only one that matters it's Nicole. No one. You could have 5, 6, 12 different girls rotating at every live show of the Pussycat Dolls. We would not know. The only one, if she was missing Nicole, you'll be like, "Where's Nicole?"
Yeah.
Like I don't. Can you name one other?
No.
Do you like
Like
Nicole?
Alex.
So again, I was homeschooled.
Oh, you didn't grow up. Okay.
So if anyone wants to talk to me about Pussycat Dolls, educate me.
Okay, wait. You know the Pussycat Dolls?
I know of them, and I'm sure I would recognize some of their songs.
Yes.
Wanna be hot like me, isn't that?
Yeah. Don't you wish your
Girlfriend was.
Yeah.
hot.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's okay.
buttons? Yes.
Pushing up my buttons.
Yes.
Okay, yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, yeah,
Thank you, Jessica Diamond.
Shout out to Ms. Diamond. We love
Yes.
her. Them. And by them, I mean she. Because the Pussycat Dolls have really just been Nicole.
Okay.
The other, it's been a group. So it's been a group.
Kind of like Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
No, okay.
But I
I tried.
All of them are amazing. in
But I would
Destiny's
still say
Child.
that, except for Michelle, everyone is relevant in the Destiny's Child. Let me not shoot Michelle. But everyone in Destiny's Child is relevant.
Okay.
We all know their name.
Yeah.
You know. But in the Pussycat Dolls, we don't know anybody's name.
I know.
No one.
Did
Nick,
they
you're
not
so
do
sweet.
solo music? Like, I'm confused.
No. That I feel like my theory on the Pussycat Dolls is that Nicole had a very rich sugar daddy.
Oh.
My team is telling me to say allegedly so we don't get a lawsuit. But my theory is that when Nicole was 19 years old, she had a very successful Hollywood sugar daddy. And she said, I want to have a girl group. And the sugar daddy made it happen for her. And this whole group was all about her. So, like,
I didn't even know.
no, this is not true.
Oh.
This is just in my mind.
Okay.
That this is how the Pussycat Dolls have happened. Yeah. So
Maybe she did.
maybe she do.
We don't know what goes on behind Hollywood.
Don't know what goes behind it. Well,
And apparently neither does, what was her name? Jessica?
Jessica.
Jessica doesn't know either.
The only thing is that she is aligning with Mr. Kennedy.
That's so just like,
God bless your heart, girl. God bless your heart. Well, let's talk about little topics because Friday it's new music.
I love this.
Let's talk about new music. Nick, who do we have as new
Oh,
music
yes.
coming up this week?
So, I don't know about this Friday, but last Friday, that Friday, like a few days ago, was Slater. If anyone's a fan,
Yes,
anyone
Worst
knows
Girl in
Slater?
America.
Yes, Worst Girl in America.
That's the name of her album, not a read.
Exactly. Oh yeah, she's the best girl in America. But yeah, so she released her album and it was amazing. It's definitely going to be played at all the clubs. DJ Boywife's going to be playing it. And then also, if anyone's a fan of Melanie Martinez released an album called Hades, and it's part of a 2-part album. And then also Ray, she released like a pop jazz sort of album called, what is it? This music may contain hope. Yes. And it's great, a great morning album sort of thing. And then lastly, Robin as well. If anyone's a fan, Robin Sexistential. She was known for her hit Dancing on My Own, I think.
Yes, a gay anthem.
Exactly.
We need to have Nick on like the Hot Topic bureau.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Wow.
He is locked and like tuned into the like. He has the heartbeat of everything going on.
Oh my gosh. Music, definitely. I like
She is informed. Well, I'm going to ask you all about questions here in a minute about everything that you have been doing, but also another thing that you want to talk. Wait, you love Benson Boone.
Yes. Should I talk about this hot take? I feel like, so when we talk about, everyone's like on Twitter saying like, we don't have a main pop boy, we don't have a pop boy, whatever. First of all, we have Bruno Mars, we have The Weeknd, they're all doing amazing. But I think that Benson Boone is the next big thing. And we can talk about that if that's controversial. But I dressed up as him for Halloween, his Grammy fit. I think that his music's great. The Moonbeam Ice Cream song. I literally remember when they were selling Moonbeam ice cream cookies at Crumble, I bought like 9 of them the first day. Yeah, I actually did. They gave me a few free ones because I just loved him so much. I literally sang the song. So yeah. Anyway,
I love that. You just
so yeah, I'm a stan, and I will be going to his concert. So.
Have you guys heard of the Utah theory of that every kid in Utah is able to do like backdrops and like all of this? Because
Why is that?
So there's a theory.
Yes,
and
tell us.
It's because Utah has a high Mormon population, right? Salt Lake City and all that. And so because that they don't drink they don't like do caffeine, they don't do anything like that. So then they just like fill their boredom with like learning how to do backflips and stuff. So they don't dance, they don't party, they don't drink. So they're just like, let's do backflips, play guitar.
I also
That's a theory.
So to piggyback on that theory is that apparently if you Google Maps Utah, 9 out of 10 houses they all have a trampoline in the back, and apparently because of all these Mormon kids who don't drink and do all of these things, they have learned to do backflips on trampoline. If anyone from Utah is watching us, let us know. Do you know how to do backflips?
I would love to hear.
Yeah.
I wish I could do backflips because when I dressed up as him for Halloween, everyone was like, "Do a backflip," and I
Well,
couldn't.
we still have time to like get you, like we can teach you.
Oh,
Teach you.
yes, please.
I don't know how to do one, but I can try to teach you.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll be in the credits.
And then you have some time to do Benson Boone from Gay Icons.
oh,
Speaking of gay icons,
Is he a gay icon?
well, maybe
Like
one
he's
day.
great. I like his music. Main pop boy, but like, is he a gay icon?
okay, well, not to get anyone out of the closet, but I also heard allegedly, not to talk about sexuality, but I heard that Benson Boone is actually bisexual, and the reason that he doesn't come out is because his dad is very, very religious. So to him, and if he happens to be in the closet struggling, or anyone at home struggling with their sexuality, we send you a big hug, a big kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. We will definitely take him for the team. He is so cute.
I know.
So-
I love mustaches.
Yeah. Yeah. Benson, if you're listening, come out, girl. We are here to support you. And again, you guys have time to, do backflips and become Benson Boone. Benson Boone for gay icons.
If you can come out here, you can teach Nikki how to do a backflip, and Nikki will teach you how to be gay.
Nikki. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Oh, sorry.
I was like,
There you
former mother.
This Nikki.
Yes. Well, and speaking of, June 6th is Gay Icons. For everyone at home watching, save the date. Soon you will have information on how you can get tickets and information about a lot of entertainment and a lot of surprises that are coming on June 6th. So remember to save the date.
And Nicki Minaj, if you're listening, that's June 6th, not January 6th. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, Nick is hiding.
I'm sorry, Nick. I
I
love
just
you.
wish that she came back to music, aside from the political thing.
It's too late. It's too late.
Our last song was Bigfoot. Like, I can't. Anyway.
Yeah, what a one to go out on.
I'm sorry. Nikki is just like that snake that she is eating her own self.
Yeah.
And she would rather, like, my theory on Nikki is that she knew that Rock Nation was not rocking with her. And she said, I will tear every fucking body down, including myself. And now we're all just watching her eat her own self. The only way that you can listen to Nicki Minaj's songs is if you actually have this physical CD. So that you don't get
I
burned.
do have that.
Okay,
I have
then
her
you're fine.
vinyl before. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
fine.
because that was the rule with Taylor Swift. You could not listen to
Taylor's
her
His version. Oh yeah, not
right
Taylor's
unless
version.
you had the album.
And I'd already purchased it. Yeah,
Correct. So that's the only thing, Nick. So go to the thrift store and find all of the albums.
Oh, I have them, trust.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Well, that really is all for Hot Topics. Let's talk about you boys, because that really is the most exciting part. Tell me everything that is going on in your life, Alex. I know that you're very involved with gay rights and gay movements here in the city. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah. So the two main things that I do is Hot Mess Sports. So I used to run Hot Mess Sports for several years here in Cincinnati. I've stepped away from that about a year ago, but I'm still very active and play all the sports there. If you are new to the city or you're just looking for a new way to make friends, it's an amazing way to meet people, get yourself outside and be active. Like we have different levels of, we have different sports with different levels, we have sports with different levels of activeness. So if you just want to throw a cornhole bag or if you want to go play kickball, we have all sorts of options. And then there's also different levels of competition. So if you grew up playing sports like me, we have a lot of competition for you. If you didn't grow up playing sports, we have lower competitions where you're just there to have fun. So join Hot Mess Sports. It's a great way to meet people. It's a great way to have fun. And then I'm also working with Ohio Equal Rights. You had Jake and Ben on recently for that. So we're working to get 2 citizen-led ballot initiatives. Get those on the ballot here in Ohio. And that would allow Ohio voters to directly vote to change the Ohio Constitution. Should I reiterate that about what we do?
Yes, please.
So-
please.
Yeah, so the first one is a marriage equality one. So the Ohio Constitution right now says that marriage is between one man and one woman. It's currently not enforceable just because of the Obergefell Supreme Court case, but if that were to get overturned by our very conservative Supreme Court right now, the way Roe v. Wade was, Ohio is what I like to call a reflex state where gay marriage and same-sex civil unions would automatically be illegal. So this first one would change the Ohio Constitution to allow for gay marriages and give us state protections and not just federal protections. Because as we've seen, the federal government can go any which way at any given point in an election. And many, many people in positions of power do not care about us, as we talked about earlier. The second one is just an equal rights amendment. So this would just create state protections for any of the protected classes listed in the amendment change, like race, religion, sexual orientation, gender, pregnancy, felony status, anything like that. And so it just says that anything that the state is involved with, be it healthcare, housing, anything like that, that they can't discriminate on the basis of any of those classes. So yeah, those are the 2 things that we're trying to get involved with. At this point, I just want to emphasize the importance of voting. As someone who is very, very left-leaning myself, I do understand that Democrats can be very useless when it comes to things. They're not always on the right side of history when it comes to things like Palestine. However, I do feel very strongly that if you have 2 options, and in 2024 we had 2 options, we had Trump and Kamala, and if your 2 options are people who are 2 people who are both shitty about Palestine, who are both shitty about other international issues, but one of them would protect your trans brothers and sisters and the other would not, you have an obligation to vote for the person that would protect your trans brothers and sisters. And that's just, you can fill that in the blank with any issues, women's reproductive rights, anything like that. It's at this point, it's harm reduction in the United States, and we have an obligation to do that. Midterms are coming up this year. This is Friday. Check your voter registration for the primaries on May 3rd and make sure you vote. So local and state elections are also very important when it comes to things like these ballot initiatives right now. Ohio currently has a Republican majority when it comes to things, and the what is the position? Secretary of State is a Republican, and he is making things very difficult for our organization to get this citizen-led ballot initiative. So it's very important to vote in all your state and local elections, as well as federal elections.
OhioEqualRights.gov is the website where you get signed up, right?
No. So follow us on Instagram at Ohio Equal Rights. I don't think we have a government website.
Okay.
I think it would just be, I don't know what the website, sorry, I'm just a cog machine. I don't really run a lot of things, so I don't know what the website is off my head, but Instagram at Ohio Equal Rights.
There you
Follow
go.
us.
That's where you can follow
you
all
can-
the info.
Yes, and you can only sign in person. Unfortunately, you can't sign online, sadly.
But you can stay informed as to
Yes.
where they're going to be so that you can sign the form.
Yes.
Alex, why don't you give us your Instagram so that people can also follow you and that they can keep up with your life and everything that you're doing for the city?
Yeah. My Instagram is at Yeazmeister, YeazMeister. Yeah.
There you go.
I post a lot about stuff that I'm involved with in the community, as well as causes I believe in. So
And we really, really thank you for everything that you do. And if you're looking to make friends, hot mess.
absolutely,
Works.
100%.
Really, really fun. Is there an option to just go drink on the bleachers?
Oh, 100%. We play kickball right now at Salway Park on Sunday afternoons over by Spring Grove Cemetery. And we're starting at volleyball down at Sawyer Point Park, although you can't drink alcohol there, so don't bring alcohol to that. So,
Okay. Well, there you go. But you can come and cheer.
absolutely.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Alex. Thank you
Yes.
for everything that you do for the city. I know that you are very much involved. And
So I just like to drink. So
as long as there is a drink, you know, we'll be there.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, Nick, what about you? I know that you were just at the Grammys.
Oh my
You have
gosh.
been in New York working with the biggest names in music, and we are so,
my
so
gosh.
proud. I cannot express to you how proud we
You
are
are
of you.
so sweet. First of all, thank you again, Alex, for all you do for the city. Shout out.
I don't do that much.
I cannot. Yeah,
I don't do that.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, actually, I have a long way to go in my career. So that's the first thing. Like I've been able to keep working my way up. I feel like I'm still. This is a Jessie J quote, but I'm still working on my masterpiece is what I kind of like to say. Like I'm still, because I do all these little projects for like artists in Cincinnati. So actually my graduate thesis, which I just completed, actually submitted yesterday.
Yeah.
I've been very locked in grad school, but it's called Designing Audience-Driven Visual Identities for Emerging Musicians, which is a lengthy title, but it basically just means that I coordinated with local musicians. I did like live concerts that you see, and then from that I did some sort of like research focus groups to kind of study how we can better make like artist brands and make them more successful from like using audience data. It's a little confusing for non-research people maybe, but yeah, so that's what I've been locked in on lately. I've done a lot of music videos for smaller artists here in Cincinnati, but yeah, I've just been building up my portfolio really. And then Grammys and Grammy Week earlier this year, that was something that I did on a whim because I've been volunteering a lot at Recording Academy events. So I've been a member of Grammy U, which is like a student program for people interested in working in entertainment, music industry, music business. And then from there, I've been volunteering in New York, in Chicago, Nashville, LA. So they gave me an email that was like, opportunity to come to Grammy Week to be a production assistant at different events. So that's what I was able to do. And that was really great just from a networking perspective, especially other than the Grammys being a big cultural moment and getting to get signatures from Kesha and Benson Boone and a lot of the, yes, I did get to get a signature. It was very fun. But the biggest thing for me was the professional opportunities. Like I really networked with everyone. And gave my business cards to people. So that was really valuable. And then other than that, this summer I actually just accepted another internship offer in New York. So I'm very excited about that. I'll be returning to a record label. But this time, last year I did video production. So this year I'm doing creative and production. So design, packaging design, also video editing for some of their biggest artists. So yes.
Wow.
Thank you. But I still have a long way to go.
You do, but you know what? We probably say that because you are so young, and
Thank
I
you.
have no doubt that we'll see you on top.
Thank you. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
it's really amazing everything that you're doing. I keep up with you on Instagram, and I see all of your stories. You being at Grammy weekend and being at all these concerts behind the scenes. It's truly, truly inspiring.
Thank you. And you're an inspiration as well. You're a role model to me. So
I
thank
just
you
sit
again.
here and talk shit about people. So. Nick, if there is someone in Cincinnati who is looking to, I don't know, get some questions answered by you, or they want to pick your
collaborate with
brain,
me.
collaborate,
Yeah.
work, whatever, a sugar daddy, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, at Nick Namyar on Instagram, NickNamyar.
There you go. So catch him and follow him before he moves over to New York, so that way you can keep up with his beautiful life.
And if I could just jump in real quick,
Please.
Nick, I just also want to say, like, we've been friends for like 2 years now, right about. You are one of the hardest working people I know, and you're also just like so kind and genuine. So just to like echo Louise, like you're gonna do amazing, and like you said, you're working on your masterpiece, and I have no doubt about that for you.
Thank you again. And you've been so supportive of me, just like kind of
course.
entering the
I'm
gay
so happy for
community.
you.
I feel like you really were a big part of it. So thank you.
I love when gays are nice.
Oh my, I love it. Supportive gays.
We squashed our beef. I'm just kidding. We don't have beef.
Oh, wait. I didn't want that. I wanted a fight. I wanted a shoe being thrown. No, honestly, you guys, they're really good friends. And they did not know that they were together on this show. So it was really a cute surprise for the two of them. And I am so excited. This honestly has been one of the best episodes. I am so glad you guys clocked me on my lying shit. I'm so glad that you clash with me and disagree with
True
topics.
culture clash.
Yes, we love that. And you guys have an open invitation to come back anytime. Hopefully next time there's a paycheck.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much again, Luis.
Of course.
It's been amazing. Thanks so much for having me.
And once again, I want to thank our sponsor for this week, Bakersfield here in Cincinnati, OTR. Thank you for the food. Thank you for sponsoring today's episode. And I want to thank you all at home for watching, for subscribing, for liking, and for putting up with our shit. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend.
You're listening to the Culture Clash.